Well, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the No Excuses, Just Solutions podcast. It's your boy Kendall. I hope everybody had a great week. How was everybody's week?
It's Mr. YMTL, Mr. Studio Girl, Mr. Take Your Bitch.
You ain't gonna be stealing nobody's girl.
Right, Sir Big
Take everybody's girl.
Yeah, this is Robbie Rob, the trip man, the supervisor, the father for all these guys. And he's 42.
The father of all these guys. And sadly to say, today was a fun day, but I'm hurt. I was playing paintball today. HP Sounds.
You should have ducked.
You should.
You should've
He's
ducked.
on injury reserve, y'all. As y'all can see,
That's why I got hit.
DJ Hot Pursuit. Wait, he don't got the setup. Oh,
Yeah.
HP Sounds. He don't got the setup. He's over here
I just came
limping.
from Pennsylvania. To playing paintball.
Did you,
Just came.
did you
Got
double?
the speed nut.
Did you double up? Yeah. Did you double up with your?
Just came from PA.
I was wondering what to do. That's why you got your phone on the say. Can you call him, David? My phone's over there. Oh, he's not actually where you park the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you, call him? Or just text him when you get that.
You ain't gonna know.
Yeah, bro. Now he's calling me. Or maybe that's mine.
Yeah. Where's the car?
To the right, man.
To the alleyway?
To the alleyway, yeah. What's up, man?
I mean, technically.
You pause it or you?
Nice. Yes.
It's a parking across the street. Not the same.
Oh,
The car.
okay.
All right, Bobby, park it. Aren't you parked already?
Yeah, I'm parked in the driveway.
How? I parked right behind you.
No, not behind me.
Oh.
But behind Junior.
No, when you had it.
It's in his hand.
Unless you move my car.
No, I didn't.
So today, we live.
Yeah.
So today, unfortunately, was a bad day. It was a good day, but it was a bad day because I got hit. I got the chichong to prove it.
Don't you wear a mask? Like that ain't covered. Chichon, a knot. You know, I will never forget one time when I had got into an altercation and I had a knot on my head and I called my dad to ask him for some money. And you know what this mother flower said? He said, yeah, and make sure you get some ice for that knot on your head. So now you need some ice for that knot on your head. Negative.
I've been waiting like 13 years to say that shit.
You want some ice?
Go ahead, let him
Huh?
So on this paintball, what gun you had? You had the one, the automatic one, or the?
we all got guns.
But,
So it's not a rental.
oh, it's not the rental one.
Yeah, it's not the rental.
Oh.
I got hit with a non-rental. That's why I got hit.
Yeah, I think I did it twice. I did one when you said upstate, and then I did one in Belize. That one hurt, man.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
we played a game. It's called Iron Man. So in the game Iron Man, you can get hit a million times. You don't have to come out. You come out when either you quit or you win.
Or you tap out.
How you win?
Quit is tapping out.
But
So
you
if
gotta
you
hold your
tap
hands
out,
up?
yeah, you know,
You hold your hands up.
you hold your hands up. You know, it's over. So I got no more bullets, and they got me pinned in the corner. So I'm about to tap out. I told my guys, I'm like, yo, I'm about to tap out. They're like, nah, we got some bullets. We got some ammo for you. So I said, all right. So they gave me 2 more pods. So I ripped the 2 pods. And then, you know, I was still stuck in that spot. So I tapped out. As I'm trying to tap out, they still lighting me. I got so mad. I told the dude, bro, if you shoot me again, I'll punch you in your face. Dead, bro. I was so mad.
Yeah, honestly,
I would have ran up and punched him in the
I would
face.
have yoked somebody up, use them as a shield.
Right.
You did that to me once, and I told you that.
What?
I said, if you
said
shoot
you
me,
shoot?
yeah, because you was like, oh, you didn't put your hand up. Mind you, he was already out. You remember that? It's annoying, but
You didn't tap out.
I didn't tap out, no, but shot me.
All right. So, how was work, everybody? Oh, I know. I had to go through. I had to go through a flood. I had somebody jump in my face, talk about what happened to the radios, and I just walked in. I didn't get no coffee. What happened to the?
no coffee.
Yeah, that's a bad. And then he stand on 10 toes. What's going on? Everybody get upstairs. I'm like, yo, bro, I just got in. And he's playing me a whole obituary. I've been doing this for a long time, man. I've been doing this shit for 15 years. I already know protocol. So then they looking at the new guys, and I'm like, yo, why y'all chewing them out like that? So when they came downstairs, like, oh, the boss barked on them, like, yo, get your ass upstairs right now. Go upstairs right now. He told a dude to walk up 35 flights of stairs, bro.
35? That's a lot. For what? 41 is like
Shit to get to to get
the Empire State
yeah,
Building.
he was pressing the button, saying, "Hurry your ass up." I'm like, yo,
Damn.
yo, that
Did he
that
do
boy.
it?
Nah, he ain't do it. Hell no, man.
What, would you have done it?
I would look at him like I'm going back home. I'm going home.
Today I didn't work, but I'm working on T-shirts. It's called it's a custom order for Crave It in Brooklyn, a pizza shop. Shout out to them.
Honestly, work was amazing. I did two really nice sets today. It came out so cute. Come get your nails done, Kendall's Nails. We actually have a special about to come out, so I'm gonna post it on Instagram. So yeah, stay tuned with it. But let me tell you, something happened actually. I thought it was really funny. I even cackled about it in the car on my way home. So last week, my auntie boss was like, you guys know when you work in a nail salon, you either rent them for the spot, you pay a certain fee for the area, or you work commission based, so you get a certain percentage off of every client you do. So last week she told me to Google what my percentage should be. So at first I was gonna say 65 because she holding it down, she's giving me all the supplies, and she's been real cool, real chill. I called my mom and my cousin, and they was like, no, you should ask for 70% because your aunt should want you to do, work to your fullest potential and get paid to my fullest potential. I definitely think that I am worth 70% because, oh my God, today, just because I thought she was like somewhat mad, I finished that shit in like 2 hours. 2 hours and a half. It was a nice ass set. Oh, and I did a 3D flower. I'll show you after. Anyways, so today she's doing her client, I'm doing my client, and she looks at me and she's like, so Damien, did you do your homework? Like, what do you think your percentage should be? I said 70%. She gonna say which way? Do you guys understand which way? Like, I don't know. I laughed so hard. I just laughed because, girl, what you think which way? And that was the end of that conversation. But she looked good. She looked happy. Like she was a little funny. So I think I got my 70%. Hopefully, 70% is fair. Yeah.
Well, I didn't work. I was getting shot at by Bengals.
That's weird.
I did duck. That's why I got shot in the noggin.
Should use precaution, not take bullets out of their hand. Did a street block.
You know-
none of that.
I ain't see where the bullet came from.
So
I
you
just
was-
felt the two joints on my head. I was like, oh,
You was-
God.
out, guys.
I said, oh, so you got me, shit.
I think you had goggles. You didn't have the face mask, right? You only had the face mask or the goggles?
Yeah, no, I had the face mask. So it
Nah.
covers about right here.
Yeah,
So he
that was-
cracked me right there.
You
So you
must
laid
be
on the
unlucky
floor,
or
you
something.
just walled up.
You need a bigger mask.
So they had us pinned down. So it was either stay there and get shot or run to a different position. And I tried to run to a different position. When I looked up to see where the dude was, it was over.
I need to play more Call of Duty. That's
I actually really wanted to go paintballing.
By the way, ask him how many paintball stories this guy got.
Who? Me? Me or you? How many paintball stories?
Hey, look, man, I ain't scared, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got hit with one. Oh, huh? You calling me, huh? I'm be team captain now. I can talk a lot of smack. I like go this way, go that way, and say all my bullets. Let you go.
Yo, he's gonna be like, Captains, me, Black Rob. We on 17. He gonna hunt you down, bro. Yo, one time I played paintball. This dude over here was hiding in the back with it was his brother, and they found a girl that didn't want to play either. So So they put the guns down. They on Instagram and shit, right? So so finally, it's it's like a team deathmatch. So they were the last ones, and they were just scared in the back, like like no, give up, like I give up, give up. Did you even shoot anybody or?
First of all, girl, I'm never scared. Okay, so this is what happened. This is no. This is what happened. I gone paintballing a few times. How many times did I go with you? Twice?
Like 3 times.
3 times, 4 times, because I went when I was in middle school. I enjoy paintballing. It's just I'm not going when it gets like well, actually, this weather is really good, but you guys went a few times in the spring, like the middle of the spring, and y'all came back sweating. I don't like to excessively sweat like that. So I will go around this kind of temperature. I actually wanted to go today when he mentioned it yesterday, and I was like, fuck, I work today. But after hearing about an Iron Man deathmatch, oh no, I would not be participating in that. That's kind of crazy. But back to the story, what you were saying. So all I remember was I was definitely a little scared, and I was trying to shoot from where I was at, and these girls just happened to be there, and we just end up talking. We talked the whole time we waited. We was just there like, so do you think it's over? Like, I'm like, I'm like, bitch, I hope it's over. Like, I'm sick of this bullshit. And then also too, our guns. I think I had got a bad gun that day, so 9 times out of 10, you get one of the rental guns. Some shit just they always get jammed. They don't shoot right away. So I'm trying to shoot my shot. I'm getting lit up in the process because my gun won't shoot fast enough. But other than that, I enjoy paintball.
All right, all right. So, what do y'all think about? I have a coworker. I ain't gonna say his name. So he trying to get military tactic. Couple of weapons. Do you think we should get one this day and age? Some of us.
It's
Yes.
crazy. We were talking about this yesterday, right? They all say yes. My biggest thing that is New York is so packed.
We jam packed.
Like it's too
What?
many people, and they a lot of them is not trained. They just outside like bow. Like no, bro, that's not how it works out.
We don't have common sense. Put it like
Yeah.
this. We don't have a common sense. You give me a gun, you go boom. I'm
Yeah.
probably going for you, man. You see, seriously. I mean, you see people get pushed on the train every day.
No, literally.
Yeah,
that's
You see
actually
that?
wicked.
You see what happened with that
Bro.
one guy?
Who's that?
That's what we got.
Oh, that's his wife. Pick
That
up, you
ain't
better
my wife.
pick up.
I ain't moving.
You gotta pick up. Look, he's sweating, chat.
Actually, my pop.
You got a pops?
Yeah.
You hung up?
Nigga banged it on him. That's crazy.
No.
Don't start.
My mom would be.
No, I do hang out with my parents. Like if I'm busy, it's like 8, 9
No.
after.
No, pause.
My
You,
shorts
no,
is
no,
stuck.
pause. You guys, no.
I'm gonna feel like because everybody, I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, me too.
Anytime mom's call,
Yeah.
anytime.
I had a choice.
I ain't gonna lie, yo, I wanna lie. Yeah, I stayed till I was 36. So what?
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Mom took care of me, man. I had free plates. I had a free hotel. Every time I had the girls, my mom used to knock on the door, give them a plate in the morning. I don't know why she do that. She's like, son, ain't it? She's a nice girl. I'm like, I don't know, mom.
Wait, so she got a to-go plate?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Who moms does that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like
man.
she's dead ass. She'll knock on the door.
Yo, you had 5 reviews on your home.
Oh yeah. They knew my mom, Mama Rose. She'd make fried chicken. Mama Rose, she'll get you some grits and eggs in the morning.
Yeah. We in the wrong house.
Yeah, in the wrong house. Yeah. My mom's knew. I hear mom, here's a little bit for the rent, and I'm like, Mom, I have some company. A lot of people can't get that company, even though they pay rent, they can't have no girls up in there. My mom was cool.
Yeah.
We spoke a lot though. My mom.
That's cool.
She did the raising part, but she made a good man though. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Damn, that's dope.
She still be calling me to come back home. When you gonna come back home? I'm like, Mom, I'm married. She like, well, tell her you coming home. She don't get it.
We had a couple of people stay here too, but mommy ain't make them breakfast. She looking.
She gave him the apron. Nah, like
She retired.
there was this one time my mom just looked at the girl like a grill look, and I just looked at my mom like, damn, chill, hopefully she come back tomorrow.
So you felt like that? Like, did your mom ask you a question like, I don't like that girl, or she just had a bad vibe?
It would usually be vibes. She's always like, oh,
I don't like her energy. Like she'll go based off vibes. I would say.
So let me ask you this: did she go straight to the room?
What do you mean?
Didn't say hello to your mom.
Now she was walking out, and then she like I didn't know my mom was there, so she
Oh,
was,
so she did the walk of shame
yeah,
then. Oh,
basically, yeah. She kind of did one of these a little wave and walked out, and my
So-
mom just grilled her.
cause she knows she was ashamed. Come think about it. She couldn't walk no faster, no slower. My mom's like, oh, well, how you say hoe in Spanish?
How you say a hoe in Spanish?
Yeah.
Puta.
No, okay, I ain't gonna say no lies.
Yeah. I don't know if we should bleep that or not.
Why would it be the walk of shame? What if she had a good morning? Like she was just like, hello, you know, and mommy just be mommy being mommy, you know?
I think she was a little alert. I mean, a little lit. Like, you know, 'cause she was a little hungover. So I think she was just like, it was just a bad. And she wasn't all that. Now I think about it, my mom.
So you did the walk of shame. She didn't do the walk of the shame because if she was like a 5 out of 6 and you like, you know, whatever, what rank would you think you are?
Me? Out of 10?
Mhm.
I'm like a 11.5.
Okay, period. So you broke the scale, right? So if you really think about it, if you're not on her standard, you get what I'm saying. Like looks isn't everything. You did
She
the
was
stay
like,
at home of shame. You didn't even walk nowhere. You just stood home. She got what she wanted.
she was like a 6.5. So yeah.
Oh, she was a late night
You're
curve.
right. It was a walk of shame for me. Now I
It
think
was.
about it. Yeah. My mom knew.
That's why she grilled her.
She basically grilled her. Was like, you could do better. Like that's what she told me. Yeah.
But she said she waved
back,
right? She waved back.
Yeah, she did a little. You know.
I'm not gonna lie. I had a girl. She's built like SpongeBob, son. She's had a missile top and the small legs, and and then we started. We curse each other out. I say, yo, look, you ain't all that either. So we was going back and forth. I said, yo, cause she came over musty. I'm a type of guy like, yo, don't throw your arms on me. I said, yo, take a shower. She's like, wow, I came from work. You can't get none of this. No, I don't want none of that. And then she had a nerve. She had on the Sprite shirt saying squirt.
Wait, what's a mistletoe?
I mean, a missile, like the top big.
Oh, I thought it was like some type of like I don't know.
Could be.
Okay,
Could be.
so she was like bigger on the bottom and like no ass type of thing. Oh, so that's like a letter P, and then she got like big tetas, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
She,
Damn.
she was very
So
top
now I
heavy.
get it.
Yeah.
Top heavy, yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't describe her stomach though. Like it wasn't a stomach. It just sat there on the drawers. I didn't understand it, but
Above the drawer?
Yeah, can we talk about how some girls they put their shirt up here and to make it look like their stomach is small? I think y'all should stop doing that. Like, just accept it. I hate when they do that.
There is no. I get what you. No, I see what. I don't know. I found some. I've seen some thicker girls who are. They do that, but they look cute. Like you get what I'm saying? Face cute.
but when it comes down, he's saying it's a different story.
When they come off,
Yeah, real deal.
I think it's just like that. It's just bloop.
It hangs a little sometimes.
Well,
Gravity
I don't dip.
Yeah.
In that scenery, so wouldn't even have.
You
I
ever
wouldn't
had,
even know.
like, a walk of shame?
Have I had a walk?
Oh, did you?
Oh, I did have a walk of shame. Let
You
me
ever,
tell,
jump out a window or something like that?
bitch. Would you like to tell my story? I did. It was not a project. It was not a project window. First of all, I went out the front door with honor. With honor, bitch. With honor. With honor. Because I ain't whooped nobody's uncle that day. So let me. Oh my God. So yes. So we're not gonna say no names, but once upon a time, not long ago, when I was a hoe, I was talking to this guy. He was like 5 feet tall, but he was really cute and he had money. So he was staying in his uncle's house and we was talking for maybe like I don't even know, I would say no more than a month. And I would have to like sneak into his house. His uncle would just stay in the room the whole time and I would just be in the room. I would have to run to the bathroom, run back. I was always confused, like I got to shower and everything, so it was kind of wicked. There was this one time he told his uncle that he was gonna go to work the next day. I got there kind of late, so I'm like, if you gotta go to work in the morning, how the fuck am I gonna get out? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're an idiot. I should have left that night, but he told me that he wasn't gonna go to work.
So morning time comes and I just hear somebody banging on the door like it's the fucking police. So I wake up first and I'm like, oh fucking shit. I wake him up and I'm like, yo, your uncle is bugging out. He screams, he's like, I'm not going to work. He said, no, get the fuck up. You're going to work. You got somebody in there, huh? You got somebody in there. He just started blacking. So I'm here like, oh shit. You see that right there? You see his mattress? Look at his bed set. You see how the drawer is right there? That's exactly how his bed was. So you have to lift the mattress, pull out the drawer, and I can fit like that. So that's what I did. I was like the person hidden under, the cardboard floor or something. That's what I did. So I'm in there or whatever. He comes in. He notices that one of the drawers is missing. So he sticks his hand in there and he's just like tugging on something. And he's like, get up. I'm like literally like this. Like the movie Taken. Like I was under the floorboard. Like I was the, oh my God. I was the person under the floorboard. Yes. So he's tugging on my hair, and I'm like, bitch, let go, let go. So now I get up out of there, and this guy is losing his mind. I'm in my underwear. We didn't do nothing, honestly. I was in my underwear, and he is losing his shit. I don't know. He speaks Spanish, but he's looking at his nephew, and he like, Manny, tú eres un maricón. And I'm there like, ooh, he called you a faggot. What you gonna do about that? And I'm just there like, so I'm washing in my underwear, and I'm not covering nothing. I'm just there like, wow. Well, I'm planning my escape route. That's why I'm not like I tried to go out the window, but I can't go out the window because it was like
Project.
no, it ain't no project.
Yes, project. It was a 16th floor.
It was a building on the Grand Concourse. There ain't no projects on the Grand Concourse. So I'm here. The uncle is by the door and he's in the middle of us. So I'm like, I need to get the fuck out. But I'm like, if I squeeze past him and he even flinches at me, I'm going to whip his ass. That was the only thing that was going in my head. I said, I'll take on the both of you niggas. That's what I would think. I'm like, honestly, I would beat the both of them up too. He was 5 feet. His uncle was 5'5". So it was a fair fight for them. So yeah, literally. So I'm there. I'm like, I'm like, if he touched me, I'm really gonna fuck this script up. So no, he let me go, but I didn't have enough time to grab everything. So I walk out first. My stuff is being thrown out of the apartment like I'm some fucking side bitch or something. Like I'm late on rent or something. So as I'm there, I'm just there getting my stuff together. This lady come down. This lady come down the stairs. She don't even look my way. I was so grateful. Like she didn't look. She just minded her business, and that's why we love New York. Because we mind our fucking business. She minded her business. She didn't even look. She was black behind. I'm just there putting my clothes on. Damn, bitch, I gotta take the bus. I blocked him. Never spoke to him again. That boy is pussy buns. Would never do it again.
That's not the. You said walk of shame. That's the next level. We broke the scale with that one. I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for myself. Oh, and then that little bum went to his sugar daddy's house after that. But I knew about the sugar daddy, so I didn't really care.
Cold out here.
He's lucky I ain't
Cold
fucking
out
him.
here.
But I give grace to people half my time.
I'm not gonna lie. I should have been ashamed of myself though. Called myself creeping, and the girl kept saying her mom's was coming home, and she was a nurse. All I heard, she like, "Yo, it's 6 or 7 o'clock. Let's get ready to go, Rob." So I'm sitting there, Jones, and talking. We ain't do nothing. I wanted to get mine off, but like soon as I heard them stairs, yo, I try to hide. She like, "Yo, don't act up, don't act up." Tell you, I say, "Yo, what age?" I said, "What age you want me to tell her?" Because I was older than the girl. So she's like, "Say something." I was like, "Yo," I told my damn real age. Her mom's went off. Her eyes was like a raging bull. I ran downstairs. She like, "Where you going? How you ran away from my daughter? What you did to us?" Like, I ain't do nothing. Then the next day, the mom's like, "Yo, he didn't have to leave. I just wanted to talk to him." Yeah, but if you think about it, like,
I would want to say
think about somebody coming from work and a man. I ain't had no facial hairs, but some kind of young dude in your crib.
No, yeah, you're right.
That was an ass whipping right there, But son, I was going down those stairs like this. I was thinking what he doing, jump out the window, but this is on the 4th floor.
He looked out the window like, nah.
Should I risk it? It'd be like that. Should I do it?
Nah, I ain't want to call the cops or nothing,
Walk of shame.
Walk of shame.
You got any walk of shames?
You gotta feel.
You gonna tell us that?
I'm gonna tell it back. You don't want me to tell the story.
Walk of shame.
I'm gonna say this off the camera.
No. Explain to me
When
what,
it stretches
when
skin
you
over
say
it.
walk of shame,
Now let me start.
just so I can get clarity.
Maybe like an embarrassing one night stand story. Maybe a hookup that went wrong. Maybe you got caught in the action.
I mean,
Maybe you was I don't know.
Maybe a jail story.
There's only men in there. Did you give up the cheeks in jail?
nigga, I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin, nigga. I don't even stick my finger up too far. Pause.
So you ain't had no high school sweetheart, you kissed me on the staircase and she broke your heart, nothing like that?
Oh yeah,
You got chewed up at?
yeah. So
Yeah,
I had
everybody making fun of you?
I had my first kiss broke my heart, and then after she broke my heart, she dated my best friend.
That's cold, son.
Dated Kenny.
Kenny? Tall Kenny?
Kenny from the block.
Can we really get into it? Because I feel like that happened. I feel like that happened in middle school.
Still my nigga though.
Still his friend. I feel like that happened in middle school a lot because that shit happened to me like 3 times in middle school. And you know what's crazy? I get to I have an excuse because I don't even go that way. So like years later, I didn't even really give a fuck because But if I was straight, I would probably go line that up with everybody.
Probably stole a lot of
Because
girls.
I'm sorry, that middle school beef, I will never get over.
Middle school.
High school is better than middle school for me.
Yeah, my
Middle
high
school
was
or
pretty
high
good.
school?
Okay,
That's a good question. What was better, middle school or high school?
High school, way better.
High school.
The
Yeah,
cup
high school
parties
is better,
and
yeah.
everything was way better.
Yeah, and I was making money. I was selling candy.
Okay, we're gonna return back to this topic because I got a point.
So so this was back in the days when you used to use your phone and you would talk to girls through the phone. So they could send you any kind of picture. So basically, I got catfished. So
Before they even heard of.
So
Yeah.
me and one of my other boys, we went to go see these girls. So we went all the way to Freeman, and we was waiting for these girls to come. They never came. We waited about 2 hours. So we go back, right? So I decide now I'm I'm not gonna bring my friend because if she does what she did the last time, I'm gonna be tight. So I talk to her. We go try to meet up again. I don't see her. So I got tight. So I said, listen, I said, if you want to do this, I said, you got to come over here. I said, I'm not, that's it. I'm not going nowhere. So she said, yeah, I'll meet you wherever you want. So I had Damien at this time. So he was about 4 years old. So he used to talk to the girl. Her name was, we ain't gonna say her name, but he used to talk to the girl, and he knew her, but he knew her voice over the phone. So we walk into the train, and I'm trying to get a read of her before I get to the train, so I could see her silhouette from the train, and it's not looking good, right? It's looking like a whale. It was right. So so I go right. So when I go see her, I see she's a grandma. She got gray hairs and everything, right? So I'm not that type of dude. So I kept the flow, right? So I'm trying to introduce Damien to her like this is the person, and he's like, no, that's not. He starts crying, crying crazy, right? So I had her get me some weed. So she was nervous. So she put the weed. As soon as she saw me, she gave me the weed. And she put it in my pocket, right? Because she was trying to, Once I saw that she was a grandma, so she was trying to, use the weed to finesse me, right? So I was like, all right. So then now we're going back to Damien. Damien's crying hysterical, right? So I said, you know what? I said I'm gonna take him back home, and I'm gonna leave him with my mom, and then I'll come back and I'll get you, right? I definitely didn't come back. She called, yeah, absolutely. I was rolling that joint up while I was banging her phone call because she called me about a million times.
So you Just ghost the lady.
Oh yeah, I ghosted her.
You left her where?
I left her on the train. She was waiting too for about 2 hours, just like she did to me.
Man, she gave you some more, some money, some more.
Nah, you're right, but we, I really didn't have a babysitter, so that was just the excuse to go back home.
Hey man, she could have fed y'all, man.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
I
right.
always take one for the team. If they're going to work, hey, get me home.
I was crying for a reason. I said, "Get me the fuck out of there now."
Yo, I don't mean to shout you out, but there was one that you brought to the crib. I was mad young, and yo, she just looked scary. Like she really did. Like she was. Yo, I remember looking through the little peephole, and I was like, it's like this ain't for nobody. Like wrong, door. So I'll tell the lady, I'm like, miss you should, maybe the other side, F12, whatever. And Joseph's like, I just look back and Joseph's like, oh. And walks me, and I don't know if you was messing with her or what, but she came to the crib. And I think y'all watched the movie or something in the living room.
So basically, you know what we call those?
I went to the room.
You know damn well they ain't watch no fucking movie in the living room.
You know that wasn't his girl, that was his friend. We always call it the ones that we not feeling. We say that's the friend. Back in the day, I used to tell my mom, she's like, "That's your girl." Like, no, that's just my friend. And one of the girls got embarrassed, and one day my brother came in like, "Yo, who that?" I'm sitting there like this. Rob, you ain't gonna introduce me? I said, "Yeah, that's my friend." Yo, she was pissed. I'm your friend after we did whatever in the room. I ain't gonna lie, she was kind of chubby though. I ain't, I want to bring something nice in there and impress my cousin and them, but they're feeling some kind of way, like they're scratching their head. I see you later, man.
You missed the best part. You really missed.
Yeah, come down here, Miss YMTL.
Oh yeah, so we said middle school, high school. Which one you think is? Was you
Definitely.
popular or was you
And
I wasn't popular. I ain't gonna lie, middle school.
Yo, in high school, it was amazing to be honest. I was selling candy, so I was caking, bro. I was making money at a young age. The school was very like chill, like I didn't really get in trouble, and you talk, I was kind of popular. I was prom king, my boy, prom king.
Who gave you that though? Who gave you that crown?
The school.
He
What
was
you
prom
talking
king,
about?
boy.
Yo, bro.
Do you got pictures?
Hell yeah, I got pictures, videos.
The question is,
Shout out to my brother. He picked me up in a Camaro. He rented a Camaro. I had a girl at the time. And it was cool.
Damn, his hat was tilted to the
But think
side.
about it. I was selling candy to everybody. I was cool with everybody.
Even the teachers.
Hell yeah, the principals. They said it was a landslide, by the way.
So who you
Like-
supposed to run up? What was the person's name?
There was none.
There was
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. There was one. It was my boy Raekwon and Delaney, and I think they're still together to this day. And they got like 3 kids. With those, my friends, yeah.
That is so 3 kids. I love that.
Yeah.
High school sweethearts. I
You
love
remember Raekwon?
that. Skinny, dark skin.
No, the fat one. The fat one, the Ninja Turtle. That's my boy.
I don't remember Raekwon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, middle school, high school.
Oh man, high school man. I was a class clown. I was a cut master. I ain't gonna lie. I
Did you
never.
graduate?
Yeah. It was kind of late though.
Yeah, you was a 5-6 years.
5, 6 years. No, 1 year over.
A super senior.
Super senior. Now I ain't gonna lie. I went to like night school, and I graduated as 19, and that was wild. Cause they ain't had no more room for me. I went through everything, but I just couldn't do the math. That's what it was. Yeah, math was a killer. I don't know about you. I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
where.
Yo, I paid my math teacher in candy and he passed me. Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name.
Before we get into the middle school and high school question, when I was a freshman, in high school, we had a super senior. Y'all, when I tell y'all this guy was there till he was about 21, he was the scariest nigga I have ever seen in my life. I think that was the only time I was ever most quiet in a class because I'm not fighting. No, there was no. I think like he didn't even. If it might be a rumor, but supposedly he slapped the teacher. And honestly, like because he was an adult, when I tell you, he would tell these teachers to suck my dick. He would. Oh my god, he was crazy, and he smelled like weed 24/7. And he was just in the back. I hope you're doing great, by the way.
He would have been my best customers. The best customers in my high school was weed.
He was cool though. He never bothered nobody. And you know me, I was openly gay, so there was never like he was cool. He didn't bother nobody. He bothered the teachers if anything because
Did he graduate?
I don't know. I told you I think he
might
slapped
still be
somebody and no, he slapped somebody and got expelled. He was there for like half the year, and then he wasn't there for the rest of the year.
Who's your favorite teacher crush?
Oh,
never
and
had
it was in Miss. It was in seventh grade. Miss Baez. She was a substitute teacher.
It's always the subs, man.
Bro, Miss Baez, bro, she was so fire. I think she was like Colombian, maybe. She was just
So
beautiful.
you always raise your hand, huh?
Bro, I raised my hand, bro.
You caught a Woody in class, right?
Oh my god.
I still remember to this day one of my friends threw a little paper on the floor and she picked it up and the whole class was just zoomed in.
Man, yeah, y'all smart, man.
Back to middle school. I was a menace in middle school. They either hated me or loved me. I had very few friends. I was just a menace. You know, I was gay, so I felt like I had to be the bully so nobody would bully me. But that was only for some people that like really bothered me. But then there was like other people that just didn't like me because no. I was like a anti-bully. I would bully the bully. You get what I'm saying? But then there was also when I got to 8th grade, with great power comes great responsibility. And I knew my power. So I used to rob this kid for his lunch money. And I asked God to forgive me for my sins every day. But I only did it. Let me tell ya, I did it one or twice or two times, and I seen the fear in his eyes, and I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, where's to everything? If I'm lying, I kid you not.
Tomorrow's Sunday, you should go to church.
By the way, folks, I did not teach him any of that.
So you don't condone it?
I don't condone any of that. He never told me that story. This is the first time that I'm
you
hearing.
didn't teach him how to box.
Yeah, you know how to box.
Yeah, I told him how to defend himself. I told him how to rob kids. That you know.
So you tried to look
Stop it.
how to
That's
rob
not
like
funny.
50 cents?
That's not funny. And I actually like later. I don't. Maybe I thought I did, but if I didn't, I apologize to you now, Omar. He was a very sweet kid. He was Egyptian too, but I'm very sure we ended up taking the bus almost every other day, like in school. We would take the bus off of the island and then we would go our separate ways. But we was talking on the bus, so I think he forgave me. We became close friends. I ended up saying hi to his mom and all. So I don't think he ever told his mom because then she probably would have slapped me on the bus. She was like 6'5". She would have tore me out the frame, and I was sitting on the bus like I hope he didn't tell his mom. Like I was like, please God, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's why I was a menace. What else? I was hitting everybody, female, male, everybody was getting hit in middle school.
Oh yeah.
So high school was better.
High school was better. I did get into a few scuffles in high school, but high school was like,
His answer would be high school because you.
yeah, I felt so bad. Like I hated it, but I was only there because that school was so toxic. And
So for me, right, it's kind of close though.
Did you graduate?
Did I, nigga? I'm the first one to go to college in the family.
You didn't go to college.
I'm the first one to go to college in the family. I'm the first one to graduate in the family.
You went to trade school.
I went to Lehman College, yes, but middle school and high school, I only went 6th grade, 7th grade, and eighth. I only went an equivalent of maybe about 6 months out of those 3 years of school. The rest I was cutting.
So what was your cut spots at?
We used to go. First thing we used to do, we would go to McDonald's and we'd wait for the arcade spot to open up because it was a comic book store, so they didn't open till about 10. So we'd chill till about 10. We'd eat some McDonald's, and then we'd play video games all day, or we'd ask people for quarters so we could keep playing all day. Excuse me, I need to call my mom. Can I get a quarter? You say, well, okay, here's $1. You say, oh, thank you. But high school,
$1. 4 games.
high school topped it when I was a senior, pause, because again I only went maybe 2 months out of the year, but it wasn't because it was bad that we did it, but it was just that I was a senior, so I already was passing most of the majority of my classes, so
You probably had like one class.
I had shop.
Oh.
So my first 4 periods were shop class. So towards the end of the year, like I said, I was passing my classes. So I didn't used to go to school till about 1 for the last 6 months. And then I had a girlfriend, so I was going to her house, acting like I was going to school, and but I'd be at her house till about 12.
Yo, you used to hide the letters when they come in to cut letters.
Nah, I couldn't do that. They never gave me the key.
Yeah, you never had a mailbox.
Nah, our parents were on it. They never. I didn't get a house key until my first apartment.
Everybody had a house.
I didn't get a house key until my first apartment.
Personally, I was like, yo, let me go over this.
I had to go to jail then I got a house key.
They didn't want you breaking in.
Yeah, they felt bad for me. They just no, you gotta get a key now.
So what? All right. They didn't want you breaking. I have a question. What was your curfew?
Wait, I got a question.
Since you the oldest.
Wait.
Since you was the oldest, what was your curfew?
Well, I was treated like a baby. I was, excuse my language, but I was treated like a bitch. So I had to come home before 12, right? You know, back in those days, the party don't start till 11.
Yeah.
So I used to get in trouble for coming late because I'm like, who the hell? What, 1 hour? Like, who's gonna stay? And the party's jumping, like. So yeah.
Nah, but I didn't really had a curfew because my mom, she used to work so late, so I had that, she'll come in, we act like, yo, hey mom, yeah, I come in like 8 o'clock, different times, so I never come in at the same time, but it never went past like 12 and up like that. But even when I first turned 20, I always like, mom going out, that was it. She always left the door open, so not like open, but she didn't put the top lock up.
Yeah. Yeah, now my mom never, even though they make me wait outside a little bit, but they always open the door.
I seen a comedian talking about home phones and how if you had a crush, you had to get through the parents before you could talk to the girl.
Oh yeah, it was a certain time.
He's like, if you call Saturday, at 7 p.m., Pops is a little lit. He pick up the phone. You're like, hey, can I talk to, your daughter? And he's like, you want to talk to my daughter? It's always like a crazy conversation. So like, it's funny that a lot of kids now don't even know about that.
I'm gonna tell you, well, back in the day, and Felix said, yo, when we had that cord, the phone with the cord, at between 6 and 7, everybody was jonesing. And if you had a two-way phone, somebody's listening or your cousin listening, somebody always interrupt. But one like, get off that phone. And that was the only thing we had. Like we had that and AOL. And what was it? IM or something like that? AIM? Yeah. That was our connection before this what y'all got right now. So that was a fun time. Everybody had a little AIM. What was the other page? MySpace? Kind of miss it though, man. Cause you was discreet, you said what you think. You couldn't send no pictures, but you had that one picture you had in your phone. That was it. Make your profile.
MySpace was lit. I was never really on MySpace. It was more Facebook for me.
Spanish one.
MySpace was too old for you.
No, I wasn't on my Spanish.
What?
No, it wasn't Spanish. It just was like you had.
I heard. Oh, at least I thought it was.
It was, but it was like mixed. Like
Introducing.
You don't have to just give it a mic.
Miss what? MTL.
I'm gonna be a scared goblin for now. Yeah. Wait, what was the question? I think high school. High school is a little more fun. I had like 2 different phases of like hanging out with the weirdos and then partying. So it was kind of nice. It was like shitty, but nice at the same time. Love-hate relationship.
What was the part?
The parties were just hanging out with college kids, which they were very creepy now that I'm older. But
Wait, let me tell
because
you.
men are pedophiles and creeps.
Oh no, you wasn't in Long Island. You was in Brooklyn.
I went to school in Manhattan, the Lower East Side, Chinatown. Yeah. So I went to Murray Bergman High School.
You know, I went there for one semester.
That's what all
Really?
the immigrants
It was
Why?
bad. It was that was a long time. There was some nice girls in there though. It was like all girls school at one point. And they started mixing it,
Oh, really?
but it was cool though.
Yeah.
I like that school.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. I was gonna ask you a question. I was gonna say that you went to school with the rich white folks, so like they have pools and stuff like that. But then I'm like, wait, no, she's from Brooklyn. This-
Oh my god, I wish.
Wait,
You ever made a teacher cry or break down?
I did. I'm explaining to you what happened. And I'll say her name, Miss McEwen. Yeah. The lady did not like me. Well, actually, it was two.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't know if they're alive. Yeah. I'm sorry. If you're out there, your son listening. No, I ain't gonna lie. I used to torment this lady. I used to come into class, want to be a part of stuff, and she's like, "No, you're not going this and that." Me and her used to go back and forth. I used to argue with the lady. She used to call my mother. And then one day, I went to a cut party, and I was like, "Yo, who that lady on the wall?" And I looked through. He said, "Yo, you gave my mom's headaches every single night. She used to almost cry because of you." I was like, "You want to fight?" I was like, I couldn't help it, man. Yo, your mom's a something else, man. I ain't call her B, but she's something else. But he was just looking at me like, man, yeah, you gave my mom's a lot of headache. Yo, that lady used to come to work dreading. And then one time was a lady, Miss Mentor. I said her name, yeah. She didn't let me be a part of Martin Luther King play, damn right, I stayed on 10 toes. Like, why I couldn't be in the crowd? She like, no. I said, why not?
They didn't want you to get shot.
No, she had favorites in the class.
She had favorites.
And, yo, it was this dude named Andre and a dude named Keston. It's like they was to go the 1 man and 2 man. I couldn't stand them. And they denied me. They said whoever on the basketball team, because I tried to do a little tryout, I missed the ball, whatever. Ha ha ha. So what? So they said, yo, anybody gotta go for the basketball? Go downstairs. Yo, Scurry, you not even part of this. My feelings got hurt, and I wanted to punch him. So she's like, see, that's why I don't want you a part of that. I have my run-ins with teachers. I have my reasons. There you go.
You never made a teacher cry?
No,
No.
nah, I was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know.
Because you selling candy.
Yeah,
And white powder, right?
yeah, nah, I was always really nice to teachers. I don't know. It wasn't my thing to make a teacher cry.
When I was in high school, there was a teacher. His name was Mr. Rabehe. And shout out to you because he let me torment him for the whole year and did not call my mom once. So there was two situations. There was one time. Oh, honestly, he was really cool. It was just like it was really fun. That's why I was like I wasn't mean to him. I was just fun. I was always laughing. I was always making everyone laugh. He would tell me to sit down. I didn't want to sit down, but I would listen. Right? He even told me my friend was slow and he had to move me because I was distracting her. And he said, I quote unquote, you cannot pay attention in this class and you get a 70 to 75. She talks to you and she gets a 50. And he said, I quote unquote, she's a little slow. I said, oh, I went and go told my friend. I said, Frank, he called you a little slow. Anyways, so I was throwing slime on the ceiling and it was dripping like, onto the floor. And I was just like, I wasn't even him. I was just amazed. I was just like, wow, this is so cool. So I did it like a few times and he's like, Damien, stop. So he comes and he's like, give me the slime. I said, okay, catch. And then did it again. It dripped on his hair. I felt so bad. Anyways, so he teared, okay? Now the second time, his daughter had just went to college, maybe like
2 times.
yeah, there was 2 times. So now we like halfway through the year. His daughter is in college or whatever, and the daughter had bought him like a glass water bottle that was from whatever college she was at. Now, one, why would you ever come to school? We wasn't even allowed to have glass Snapple bottles, so why would you come to school with a glass water bottle? And I'm so sorry. I say this. I said I'm sorry. So for the rest of the year, I behaved. I was good. After I made him cry, I said, "Nah, I can't do this anymore." I even apologized to him. Anyways, so I'm there, I'm sitting on the desk or whatever, and I'm launching that shit in the air. Launching it. 3 times. Is that shit going coming down? I catch it. Somebody called my name. It was him. He said, Damien. I said, what? This shit just shattered everywhere. The whole class is looking at me. I'm there like, uh, he said, Damien. And his voice just broke. And he had to step out and cry for a second. And everybody was like, oh, look, you made him cry. You're so mean. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yo, what was your first paycheck? How much you made?
Ooh, this is a good one. My first paycheck, Felix got me this job.
Oh shit!
Right? It was in where was it at? The
Park
YM
Slope YMCA.
Yeah, in the YMCA in Brooklyn. So
It was an agency airplane handler.
So
Did you ever get a teacher cry?
It's big. It's the whole block. I used to shovel all that.
No.
Damn, son.
For real?
Dirty.
They did you dirty on them days?
Dirty.
You ain't had no 2 man?
I was solo.
For
Damn.
what?
No,
No, you talking about the
For-
cleaning.
Oh.
One time, only one time. John, pick up the John. He's the one who got me that job. One time I did with snow with him, but that was it. and it was shovel, not no snow blower, none of that. Straight shovel.
Damn, you didn't have a snowblower?
No snow blower.
Damn, son.
They didn't have OSHA back then.
Oh, yeah. You did what you had to do with your knuckles.
Yeah, facts. But it was working with him overnight, and it was $9 an hour.
Oh, like what year?
I was
That
like,
was 2000.
It had to be
I was like a freshman in high school.
You was
Oh, okay.
17. 17
Yeah,
16.
17, I think.
I tried telling you was 17.
Yeah, I was 16. You said it say 17,
I
something
tried to
like
say
that.
17 because that was a little more believable.
Yeah, and the owner Chris, he goes, you're not 16. I mean, you're not 17. And he just looks at me, laughs, and that was cool. Like nowadays, you get in trouble for that shit.
Yeah, but they told me, they said don't bring him back.
Oh yeah.
They did.
He said don't bring him back.
You did
that, Brad?
You did that.
Yo, you did
I
that,
mean,
Brad?
I wasn't supposed to be
He
there.
came back though, but
I was great.
like a year later when he became 18.
Yeah, he said, call me when you're 18.
Yeah, fact.
But I remember working, and I was just like, yeah, I got paid. He took like $5 off. He said it was
He's a liar.
taxes, but
He's a liar.
but it was cash. But I remember working. I was like, yo, this is not worth $9 an hour. I always remember that. Like I was just kind of mad. I was there.
I mean, dude, we all did summer youth, right? You worked at summer youth.
No, I applied.
Nah, I
3
made
years
too
and I
much
found
money
out I
selling
never got accepted.
candies.
They turned me down. They turned me down. I
Yo.
never got accepted.
Yo, you heard?
I was so
I
mad.
made too much money selling candy, so
Oh, he didn't. You
I
didn't.
was
Need
like,
it.
didn't need the summer.
Nah,
The
my.
summer was vacation.
But actually, my summer youth was that job, Luigi, and that was one of the best jobs ever.
Yeah, but it's funny. I didn't get paid for the first 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and then they hold like mad checks. So when I finally felt like I got paid, they paid me my first $800. I was like, yo, I thought I was doing. I was happy, man. But I spent it on moms though, man. But I ain't gonna front. I got my first pair of Jordans though.
I know that's
Mhm.
good.
You see how you spent it on moms?
Mhm.
I'm gonna point that out.
What?
Did you do that?
I be not right away.
Not right
No
away.
shame in my game. They was making money at the time. They ain't need me.
I mean,
get
what
the-
was the
I
dirt-
got the things for their birthdays.
What was
and
your
stuff.
first check?
My first check, I think it was Starbucks. Yeah, and I went through hell trying to open my bank account before that first paycheck came in. No, I did. I was just procrastinating. I was just,
flags,
Red flags.
oh please. Anyways, it's some red flags right now. I don't remember how much I got paid. It was good though, because I would go shopping every Friday as soon as I come out of Starbucks. Oh my god. How much
Well,
was it?
I don't remember my first paycheck, but I remember my first wage. It was $5.75 an hour when I first started.
You're working at where?
I worked at Dunkin' Donuts,
Oh, you was the donut man or you the cashier?
cashier.
So you never touched the other stuff in the back?
Well, they used to bring the donuts.
Or at the time? Now
Yeah.
they do both now.
Yes, it depends the store.
Oh, okay.
Some stores bake, some stores don't.
Did you get fired?
Not from that one. That was from another location. That was the one on next to St. Barnabas Hospital.
Oh,
Bro,
that area is so
I-
ghetto.
I-
That's what I'm studying?
I ain't even gonna say what I used to do because I might get in trouble.
Oh man, you put
That's
some-
That area is so
Let's talk about
ghetto.
that.
Rest in peace to Junior. But my cousin still lives around there, and that's
Yeah, facts.
I just be there like I be praying for her.
Mhm.
She don't think it's a bad area. She thinks it's all peaches and creams, but
I think everybody.
I'm pretty sure she don't think that. But
think
yeah,
All right,
you gotta adjust to
tell
your own
I'll tell
hood.
you-
Like
I'll tell you a story, and then you can, just
Okay.
understand what happened. So my first night in Southern Boulevard, Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin and Robbins. My first night, 2 gunmen come in and rob us.
Damn, son. Where? In Dunkin' Donuts?
In Dunkin'
They
Donuts.
weren't your friends?
No, they were not my friends. Unfortunately, they were not my friends.
How much was in the cash register that night?
I have no idea. It was my first night. I didn't even know, the register I wasn't doing. The guy who was training me was doing the register. I would just make the sandwiches, give the donuts, make the coffee, do stuff like that. Clean up, prep.
Wipe off the tables.
You know what's crazy? Welcome to New York City because my first job ever, we didn't get robbed. They didn't rob the cash register, but they came in, took what they wanted, and just bolted up. My manager in Spanish gonna tell me to go chase after them. I looked at her. I said, "This is my last day. Goodbye." Never went back there. This is my last day. They all spoke Spanish. I had to adjust that whole 5 hour shift. I was doing things on a little calculator, writing down. Oh my god, it was like a mom and pop shop hardware store. Yeah. Writing stuff down. And the calculator and their cash register. Ding. You know.
And the old one when you pull
Oh no, it didn't pull down. I don't know. It was beige.
The typewriter one.
It was beige. That's all I tried to block out the bad parts of my life. Okay. Chase him.
I ain't gonna lie.
For what?
I worked at KFC. Me and my friend. I'm gonna tell you this on camera. They gave me like $10,000. In the back of my mind, I was like, yo, I was the bus boy. I was just cleaning and everything in the back. I said, yo, you trust me with that, Muhammad? No, go ahead. My friend was coming to work. I was thinking I was gonna tell him punch me, and I was gonna say I got robbed. I didn't make it to the bank. We was gonna get on the train. I would have came with the bag. They robbed me. He did it twice to me, yo. I opened up the bag, son. It was stacks. And they trust me 2 times. Like, damn, son.
You say you
know what's
trust me,
crazy?
Muhammad?
Nowadays they got like the Loomis people. Like you seen the
Yeah, they have
security?
one to trust
Yeah,
me.
they
Oh,
come
yeah.
out gun and they was fine as shit. I ain't never seen one ugly Loomis person yet, and I worked in a few fast food places. I want to be the Loomis security guard.
You gonna bust a gun?
I want.